Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game. If you have not seen the last few videos in this One Piece Set 1 review, please do check those out. I would really appreciate support on those. But let's go ahead and jump right into this one. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the blue cards in the set. Let's not waste any time, let's jump right in. Reminder, I will not be discussing the leaders, that will be for another video. We begin with Arlong. This is a very interesting card. So this is a 4-drop 5k with a potential. If you pick a card in your opponent's hand and you reveal it and it is an event, you place one of their life on the bottom of the owner's deck. This is absolutely insane when it goes off. It probably won't. In my experience, obviously, if things like Blurple Croc completely take over the meta, yes, it will be crazy. And there are plenty, and basically every deck does play a relatively large number of events. Between, around 8 might be the average. So you're not necessarily going to have bad odds of seeing it. However, it is one of those cards where it's like, yes, the payoff, incredible. Is it worth dedicating the deck space? And, you have to don 1 on it and then rest it. So you're throwing away that potential 6k attack. I wish this was on attack at least, so it was just a bonus. But then I think, yes, then it would be really, really powerful. Alvida, this is a 2k counter, and this card is actually really, really nice. You rarely will play it, but when you do, the ability to just bounce your opponent's little chump blockers that they're relying on, and you don't really care about actually making a hit. Yeah, you can put 2 dons on it to swing for 5. Maybe they just have to discard a card or they take the damage. Sure, but this is really nice, and you have ways of bouncing it back to your hand is the other thing, right? You can get this card back. You don't necessarily want to all the time because potentially that could be a little bit of an expensive play. But yeah, just being able to remove a chump blocker is potentially quite nice. You will very rarely do that, but it is one of the better 2k counter options for that option. I'll talk about this card solely because blue does actually need to play vanillas to be able to hit certain things. So this one and the 6/8 actually do see some play. Krieg does not. Next, we have got Crocodile. This card is probably an exception to that general principle that if a card has an alt art, it is one of the best cards in the game. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. Swinging with Banish is powerful. However, at the moment, it just doesn't really... you have to play this so late in the game. You have to dedicate a Don to it as well, right? So on the turn you play it, you can't play this card and then really expect to be getting big value out of it. It's one of those ones where you play it, and then over the next multiple turns, you need to be getting value out of it for it to be worth it. And it's quite counterintuitive, right? Because it's a banish card, but you want to keep it around, so you don't want your opponent attacking it. Now, granted, if they're attacking it, not actually the end of the world, because it's 7k, it's very easy to protect. But, it's one of those cards that's it's not really obviously powerful, and you have to really make it work. When it works, though, it is really good. When you're using, when you're getting a Love Beam for 1, when you're playing your 1-cost events for free, it is powerful. It's okay. It's okay. It's not broken. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's fine. Gecko Moria. This is an okay card. It does see play in Doflamingo decks, just because it's very threatening. Usually it gets removed almost immediately because your opponent doesn't want to deal with it, but having a very live active target is not necessarily a bad thing, because you're getting it for free off a top check, right? Well, free. Caesar Clown. This has recently seen an uptick in play in Japan near the end of the Set 1 meta, because on KO, getting a Smiley from your deck, or what is a Smiley? Smiley is this card, which is a 3/1 with a Don 1 to gain 1k power for each card in your hand. Generally, blue actually has a reasonably big hand, and think, right, if you have 3 cards in your hand, this is a 3/5. So Caesar Clown is a 4/5, which when it dies, you pull out a 3/5. That's not bad. However, it could actually be a 3/6 or a 3/7 or a 3/8. Oh, that's quite scary, that. So yeah, this card is this little combo, not too bad, has seen some play. Definitely an inferior version of the Sentomaru Pacifista combo, but absolutely nice nonetheless, and definitely does see play. Dracule Mihawk. This card is very powerful. It's going to be your entire turn when you play it. And the biggest problem about this card is it says 7 or less, not 8 or less. If this card said 8 or less, I'm pretty sure blue would have been the best deck in the game, because it would have been able to remove 8-cost Kid. As of now, this removes basically everything else, and it is really, really big. So if you play this to remove something big, you keep it around, it is threatening that 8-cost Kid. So it is a powerful card, don't get me wrong, but investing your entire turn into it when it doesn't necessarily always do the most can feel quite bad, but absolutely a powerful card. Do not sleep on this. It is really, really good. Jinbei, this is a card that feels horrible to play, but is really, really good. It's a 4-drop 2k, so garbage stats, really expensive. On play, you do bot deck a card with the cost of 3 or less, and when you do this to like, you know, a blocker or to like a card your opponent's saving to do something really, really important with, like a 3-cost kid, for example. Oh, it feels really good, especially when you get it off a trigger, when you completely screw their entire turn. But, you know, also, a lot of the time you'll play it, you'll have it in hand, and you really want to get rid of it, and you don't actually have that many ways to. So, it's a really iffy one. Overall, it's more good than bad, but it does feel quite janky. It's very, very bricky. Doflamingo, this is a very powerful card. 3-cost 4k blocker, it has counter, and on play to look at the top 5 and stack them. This is an absolute staple in Doflamingo. It doesn't really see play anywhere else, but very, very good in Doflamingo. Bartholomew Kuma, this sees some play in combination with the Centauro Pacifista package, just to potentially play out some of those Pacifistas from your hand and get a nice little blocker. And this is another Pacifista option for that Pacifista package. Personally, I prefer the vanilla, but I do see players playing 1 to 2 copies of the blocker Pacifista just in addition, because if you get Centauro off twice in a game as well, you can sometimes find yourselves running out of targets. Bellamy, this is a bad card. Perona, this card did see a little bit of play at the start, but fell off very, very hard. I would not really bother wasting your time with this card. Yeah, you can play it in, like, you can play it. It's, like, fine in Doflamingo. But, you know, when you are dedicating, like, deck space and, like, playing down these really shitty, cheap cards that don't actually do that much, it feels really bad, right? If this was a blocker, oh, now you're talking. This could have been a 0k, right? Like, nerf it like that and remove its counter. Well, I would have loved this card, but yeah, not great. Boa Hancock. This is a really interesting card that is really, really frustrating because it's really good and it never goes off. I'm exaggerating, but like this is a really powerful card. It's a blocker which, when attacking or when you block, you can draw. Right? Oh, that's strong. But a lot of the times when you play this card, you'll find yourself kind of needing to make it work. But it is a really, really powerful card, like undeniably, and sees a ton of play. So yeah, very good. Miss All Sunday, what an MVP card. If you're playing Crocodile of any variety, this is in that deck. This salvages any event at all. Any of them. You love beams. You bloody, I don't know, I can't think of the other good ones right now, but you love beams. Yeah, this is a really powerful, really important card. And it has a counter, and it's a blocker. Yeah, it's cheap. Yes, it gets out by basically everything, but it's really good. Yeah. Miss Doublefinger, this card sucks, as do pretty much all of the Baroque Works agents. So, I mean, let's just speed run those now. Vanilla, bad, bad, not bad. It's a 2k counter. That's the only reason it's not bad. And therefore, this card actually does see play as a 2k counter. But outside of that, yeah, the Baroque Works are really disappointing. I was really excited for them to be really good. They're not. The way you build Blue Croc is basically you say no thank you to pretty much all of it besides Miss All Sunday and Mr. 2, which I'm okay with because those are the best 2 members of Baroque Works by far. Not even close. Also Mr. 3. This is an interesting card actually. This does see a little bit of play to stun cards, which is very frustrating for the opponent, but equally, like, it's not removal. Yes, it's in flavor, but stunning is not as good as bouncing or killing or bot decking, right? So, yeah. Overheat, this is an interesting card. This sees some play. So this is giving 4k and then bouncing an active character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. So this might be a way you can add back certain cards to your hand. But more frequently, you're going to be bouncing your opponent's cards. This does see play. It's a very disruptive card, and if you use it in appropriate timing, it's nice. And the trigger effect is okay as well. Officer Agents, this sees 0 play. Desert Sparta, this does see some play. It's a 2k counter, and then you get to look at the top 3 cards and stack them. And the trigger draws 2 and then trashes 1, right? So it is letting you filter. This sees play in, like, especially in Doflamingo, and it sees a little bit of play in general blue decks. Crescent Cutlass, this doesn't really see play, but it's not bad. Bouncing a 5 cost or lower is potentially quite nice. It is a little bit expensive, though. And Baroque Works sees play, obviously, in Baroque Works decks, but those are bad, so why bother? And that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the blue card pool in the comment section down below. I definitely feel like it's one of the weaker ones, but what is there? Like, there's not much variety, but when we craft the small number of very viable builds. For blue, they are good. So definitely not bad in terms of what the output is. It's just you have a lot less options. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do like it. Subscribe for more One Piece content. I will be continuing to make my set review videos. After this is going to be purple. You can also look forward to tier lists. You can look forward to leader discussions, all that sort of stuff. So if you are excited for that, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications when those come out. Also, if you're interested in Battle Spirits, Lorcana, or Gate Ruler, I make videos on those too, so please do subscribe for that as well. And join my Discord server to talk about all things TCGs. That's it for the shilling. Thanks for this video. I made it. What am I thanking you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.